I'm Juliet Maris, integrated bodyworker and co-founder of BeautifullyBalanced.me. My work is based on helping people get out of pain by working with their alignment. So today I'm tackling a somewhat controversial topic, and if I say something that upsets you, I'm terribly sorry, but I honestly can't keep my mouth shut about this because I feel so passionately about it. So today I'm talking about why hot yoga is not good for you. So I'm coming from a Chinese medicine perspective, but also a scientific perspective dealing with the body and an understanding of the way the body works. So in Chinese medicine, we have this thing called Jing. Jing is our life force and our energy. In other practices, it's referred to as qi or prana, whatever it is, it's energy. So in Chinese medicine, they say that we have prenatal Jing and postnatal Jing. So prenatal Jing is what we get from our mom and our dad when we're born, and it's this really vital, really pure, really powerful, strong energy. The catch is that we only have a finite amount of prenatal Jing. And postnatal Jing we can get from the sun, from nature, from activity, from the food we nourish ourselves with, and that we can constantly replenish that energy, that Jing. So when we go to take a hot yoga class, so we're in a room and there's artificial heat up to a certain degree, we feel really amazing after that class. Like we just sweat out all this bad gunky stuff, and it's almost like a euphoric feeling. And the reason that we have this really amazing feeling is because we've actually just sweat out our prenatal Jing. So we've depleted our system, and we've sweat out the good stuff, which isn't really very good for us. So the next thing that I want to share with you is why yoga was actually created. So yoga was developed so that we could sit and meditate for long periods of time. So in that, there's a focus on breath work or pranayama and physical activity or the poses, the asanas. So the combination of these two, the breath work and the poses, allow for length and strength in the body and a clear mind to sit and meditate for a long period of time. So in a vinyasa class, a more physical yoga practice, there is this breath, this pranayama called ujjayi breath. So ujjayi breath is a heating breath, and it's a closed mouth breath. So what that does is it allows the breath to bring heat into the system, which allows for the tissues to open, to lengthen, to stretch, and to strengthen in order for us to work our bodies in a really healthy way. So when we go into a room that's heated and we start to work, our body is already in that warm place and we haven't done anything. So the thing is the heat causes our blood vessels to dilate, and when the blood vessels dilate, more blood can come through, and blood is healing, which is good. But it's almost like a false sense of flexibility because everything's so mobile. We have a tendency to push ourselves farther than we normally would, which brings us closer to injury. And in January, when everybody's trying to get healthy and trying to get active and lose those last 10 pounds, you don't want to throw a wrench in your physical activity because you want to continue to be active and feel good. And so bringing yourself closer to injury is not really something that I'm sure most people would like to do. But I do know that people that love hot yoga, and I totally get it. The first couple classes I took, I was like, this is amazing. When I'm in class, I feel like crap, but after, I feel awesome. So I feel like I should keep doing this. But I talked to my acupuncturist and she said, no, Juliet, you are such a fiery person. You have so much heat in your system. Going to be active in a place that's so hot is really depleting for you, and it's depleting for most of us. So if you're one of those people that loves hot yoga, I'm not telling you to never take it again. What I'm suggesting is that you experiment. Maybe take another class that's not heated and use the ujjayi breath, use that heating breath, and see if there's a difference in your flexibility and in your strength. And if there is, maybe that's something to think about. So maybe replacing, just starting to replace one hot yoga class a week with a non-heated class, and then start to see how your body feels. You know, each body is different, and I don't think what works for me is exactly what works for Susie, and what works for Susie is not exactly what works for Matt over here. So I think that you should try a couple of different things out, see what works for you, and make adjustments. And the last thing that I want to share about this whole yoga heat stuff is that when I've gone to a hot yoga class, I see everybody with water bottles all over the class, and they're drinking water throughout the class. And most of us think we need to be hydrating more all the time and just keep more water in the body, which I do agree that most of us need more water in our system. The whole point of the practice is to heat the body up, to open the body. So when you've done all this work to open up the body, to heat the body, and then you drink some water, you're dousing all that heat that you so lovingly just created. So you're kind of backpedaling all the work that you just did. So my suggestion is to stop drinking water and probably stop eating about 30 minutes before. 2 hours is best, but most of us have somewhat more crazy lifestyles, and finding time to eat and finding time to take yoga or any other physical activity that you like to do is fitting everything in. So at least 30 minutes before, if not 2 hours, and then after, you want to nourish your body in a healthy way. But I would try not to drink water because you're working against yourself while you're in class. So I'm sure this video blog is going to bring up a lot in people, and if you have something to say, I really hope that you comment below in the comment section on my blog, because this is a conversation. It's not I'm saying this and this is exactly what it is. I think that we need to talk about this, and we need to understand what is happening in the body and what's good for our bodies and what's not good for our bodies, and each person needs to try to find their own happy place in their activity and in their life. So comment below if you have something to say about this, even if you agree or disagree. I welcome the feedback, and I hope this makes you think about how you nurture yourself. So until next month, enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye.